What up, man? It's your man G Swag, aka Capital Floyd, aka Chris. You know, this is Groundwork Media. As you know, on my channel, I talk about the Dallas Cowboys and other sports. I'll probably do something for the Spence Crawford fight, July 29th, this Saturday, as we get closer to that. I just wanted to touch on our Dallas Cowboys. Back in training camp, starting today. Today is Wednesday, the 26th. They're in Oxnard. They're getting it on. Everybody is looking ready, looking healthy. As we know, shout out to Trayvon Diggs landing that big deal, upwards of $100 million for 6 years, I want to say. Shout out to him. He got paid. You know, and he's probably, his signing bonus was $22 million, $21.5, something like that. You know, not to mention his salary for the year. So I want to say $42 million is guaranteed. Shout out to him for getting paid. Me personally, I didn't think he was going to get paid. There's no secret that I like Diggs, but, you know, I have my criticisms on him. You know, I'm not going to get into that right now. And I think Stephon Gilmore being there is going to benefit him crazy. So I don't want to go off into my personal thoughts about, I don't want to nitpick on Diggs. I just want to congratulate Diggs and be optimistic because he got a real veteran, a real top dog on the opposite side that he's going to learn from. And he's only going to get better. 11 picks for Diggs in 21. You know, not a lot of people are doing that. So shout out to Trayvon Diggs. The other thing was Terrence Steele. He's not going to be on the PUP list, which is a great thing, a beautiful thing. I'm happy to hear that. So he can participate in training camp and he can participate with his team. Because when you're on the PUP list, you know, you can't be in contact with the team. It's just like your trainer and the strength coach. So shout out to Terrence Steele, he's back. Hopefully we get Zach Martin done. Zach Martin is one of the best linemen, period, in the league, let alone guard. So, you know, he want to get paid, man. You know, take care of Zach Martin, man. I have no objections to that. You know, Steven, Jerry, get it done. Yeah. So, you know, I don't think Zach Martin reported today. He's going to do a little holdout. You got to take care of your guys, man. And that's the motto, right? That's the Stephen Jones motto. We like our guys. So, you know, I just want you to make sure that you do the right thing with him. Also, what else can we touch on? Just for camp, I'm excited. And I know Jalen Tolbert is going to be like, when, you know, he's going to have a good camp. He's going to have a great camp. It's out of him and Semi Fehoko. Now, those two guys are quality guys, all right? They had trouble in Kellen Moore's offense, you know, and I think that'll rear its ugly head in LA when he goes to the Chargers. And, you know, guys are going to have a difficult time trying to learn those option routes if he does bring that. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring the option routes over there. So, you know, shout out to Justin Herbert. Yeah, we're going to see. You know what I mean? But Semi Fehoko and Jalen Tolbert, they are geared up to have great training camps. Semi Fehoko had a great camp last year. But, you know, this year I think it's going to be more of a battle, and we're going to be pleasantly surprised with the season those guys have, because I think they're going to be valuable assets, and they're going to free up a lot of space for CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Tony Pollard. You know, let's not forget, like, Tony Pollard is a beast in open space. And now that we have precision, now that we're exercising and putting emphasis on precision passing and having set routes, and, you know, with the Texas coast, quote unquote, which is a variation of the West Coast offense. I'm very happy to see that. You see, a lot of these things that are coming up now, I have been banging the table for these types of things. Like, you know, having precision in the passing game and having someone hold Dak responsible, you know, getting into the mindset of Dak. You know, my headphones went out, so give me a second. Just getting into the mindset of Dak Prescott and helping him along, because sometimes I see Dak go through his progressions, and you know, sometimes I just see him hesitant to do things. You know, he rarely throws the ball away, you know what I mean, like to avoid bad situations. And I think that's what happened last year. You know, it was a lot of miscommunication, and the media is just like trying to like make that his narrative, and that's not statistically who he's been over the course of his career. But you know how they do us, so I'm not even gonna go off into that rabbit hole. But I just think right now we're in a great place. We have a lot of weapons, and yeah, so the Texas coast, right? So just like Mike McCarthy said, oh yeah, that's the point I was making. The point I was making is that I've been banging the table for these types of things, that I'm very happy to see them all coming into fruition now. And you know, one thing was Jerry kind of like, you know, just not talking so much. He's still going to talk. He's Jerry. He's going to talk. But him not being so vocal all the fucking, I'm like, pardon my language. Him not being so vocal at every stop. You know what I mean? And giving away our game plan and giving away what we want to do. It's like I'm seeing him defer a lot, which is what I always wanted him to do. Just defer, bro. Mike McCarthy bringing up the point that we need to mix veterans with the new players. That's a recipe for championship football. I've always said that, because we were on the younger side of the league. Like, our teams were young in the last, I want to say, decade. We've had, and that's just a reflection of Jerry and Steven wanting to build through the draft, because we like our guys. They want to create these guys, and which is fine. I'm okay with that. But there has to be, you know, really good leadership, and that comes in a form of coaching, and it comes in a form of veterans. So, you know, we haven't had that marriage, and this year is like the first time in a long time that we've had that marriage. Great young talent that has been here, that built a camaraderie with each other, matched up with some veterans that have won at other places and that has had success at other locations. So shout out to everyone that's tuning in. If you gave me 2 minutes, that was 2 minutes that I appreciate you for. I just wanted to tap in with Cowboy Nation. I'm trying to get it to a place where I'm making consistent content, and I will get there one day. But right now, I'm excited. Football season is back. This Saturday, Spence and Crawford. I got Crawford. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't want to talk about the Knicks. The New York Knicks, but because that's my team. My team is the Cowboys and the Knicks. You know what I mean? And die hard. But be that as it may, I think that'll wrap it up today. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. Shout out to everybody. This is Capital Floyd, Groundwork TV, Groundwork Media. Boom.